St. Brigid was a renowned peacemaker. As followers of Brigid, we walk in her footsteps and we speak as she would have spoken. We shroud ourselves under her cloak of protection and we reject the false cloak of armed security. The abbesses who succeeded Brigid were, and I quote, women who turned back the streams of war. As such, we urge the Irish government to desist from the encouragement of an arms industry in this country and instead to redouble all efforts to keep the Irish tradition of disarmament, peace, reconciliation at the forefront of all our policies. Let the fire and light of peace and justice reign in our hearts, in our island and in the waters surrounding it. Banach Dina Féil of Rida Díobh.
The purpose of today is to ensure that St. Brigid's Day, including the new national holiday beginning in 2023, is used to support Ireland's commitment to promoting peace. St. Brigid, together with St. Patrick and St. Columcille, was the inspiration for the Downpatrick Declaration, which was presented to Minister Simon Coveney today at the Department of Foreign Affairs. And the Downpatrick Declaration reminds us that the Good Friday Agreement and the Irish Constitution both make a commitment to resolving conflict by exclusively peaceful means rather than through resorting to war and militarism. So St. Brigid herself acted for peace and social justice throughout her life, and she set an example to support Ireland's active commitment to peace and global justice, and also to resist militarism and investment in arms and weapons production. Another purpose of the day is in the context of current tensions over the Ukraine and also Russian military exercises off the coast of Ireland must not be used to justify the militarisation of Irish and EU foreign policy and expenditure on military responses to political conflict. Instead, the resources of Ireland should be used to address issues like human security, human displacement because of war, climate change, and so on.
We welcome Brigid's cloak of peace and reject the false cloak of armed security. We draw inspiration from Brigid's living fire and oppose all live fire exercises off our coast or elsewhere. We will beat swords to ploughshares rather than entangle our businesses and colleges in researching and producing arms. The true legacy of our female patron Brigid is the rejection of war and the patient building of peace.
The island of Ireland has known decades, indeed centuries, of conflict. The Good Friday Agreement of 1998 marks a commitment to move from force to exclusively democratic and peaceful means of resolving conflict. But both governments, the UK and the Republic, are betraying this commitment through their involvement with NATO. NATO's so-called war on terror has put enmity in place of understanding in a tragic cycle of aggression and retaliation. Our leaders display the mindset of what US President Eisenhower calls the military-industrial complex. They suggest that peace and sustainable prosperity can be achieved through producing weapons of war. Our children, our communities, and our environment cannot be nourished or sustained by weapons. We need urgently to convert swords to ploughshares.